President Joe Biden just held a press conference. So I figured it's actually, I watched the whole thing at like 2 times speed, because if I watched it at 1 time speed, I can't imagine how slow he was talking. But I got 4 clips, and they're all just gems. So this was held because, to be honest, I don't even know what. I didn't read the whole backstory to this, but I guess there's a report out that when he was interviewed by the FBI over the documents that he had in his garage, he I guess didn't come off well.
It's another capitulation by the Democrats to try and meet the Republicans halfway. So they let the GOP basically appoint the person who did the investigation. And that release of his report just came out, and it's pretty damning, where he says in the interview, Biden's not sentient. He can't remember dates and names. He can't remember who was vice president or when he was vice president, like stuff like that. So that just came out.
And they claimed he couldn't recall when his son died, so he took real offense to that. Anyway, so that's why he came out to do this press conference, to be like, I'm fine. And let's see some of that.
Thank you, and I'll take some questions.
President Biden, something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because, in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's totally
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak. That's
gotten worse, Mr. President?
My memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory, take a look at what I've done since I become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed. How'd that happen? You know, I guess I just forgot what was going on.
Okay, so that was a little tip.
He's not in front of it. Not
he's
bad.
fine here.
I mean,
not bad.
Also
he's
kind of witty.
throwing jabs.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if this was it, then he knocked it out of the park in terms of what he had to do.
Wait, was this it?
But I'm assuming
something worse.
I got 4 clips. I don't think any of them overlap. Hopefully, but I guess we'll see. So these are all just little pieces from his responses.
Mr. President, for months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, "Watch me." Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They expressed concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer to that question?
Because I'm the most qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Do you believe that?
Okay, that's that.
Again, this is fine so far. I mean, whether you like him or not, whether you think it's a great performance or not, this is fine. Like there's nothing
it's not
wrong
the brewery,
with it,
right? It's not like the brewery thing where
then
just kind of melted down.
Which we've got to watch that too.
This part happens where he confuses the president of Egypt from Mexico during a press conference where he's talking about how mentally strong he is.
This is bad, yeah.
And he's been doing a lot of this isn't a one-off. He's been doing a lot of this.
Initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate. Initially.
Yeah, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is not the president of Mexico.
That's not good. That's not good.
If you wanted to play devil's advocate here, what are the 2 major issues going on right now? I could see maybe, he confused the border crisis with the Israel genocide in Gaza. But that's being very generous.
Look, I've messed names up before. The thing is, this keeps on happening. Wasn't it yesterday? Who was it? See, I'm forgetting now. I'm President Joe Biden. I got a bad memory too. But he recalled the president of a country that was actually from like the 90s, who died in like the late 90s. And he thought he mentioned their name as if they were current.
Yeah, it was Mitterrand, right?
I think it was Germany.
No, it happened
he
two different separate times. Once it was the former French president who's dead, and another time it was the former German chancellor who is dead.
Yes.
Wait, he did this twice in the last week?
He did this
Yes.
twice in the last week. Two different occasions.
Ooh.
Listen, when you get to a certain age, you enter a phase of your life where maybe you are coasting between two worlds. And maybe he is not totally lying. Maybe he is speaking to these people. They're going, Joe, come join us. It's time. And he's like, nah, man, I got some more stuff to do here. I got some more stuff to do here. It's like, Joe, you must come. It is your time, Joe. That's the German guy, just to be clear. Or, Joe Biden is a grumpy old man. Perhaps he was told that he will be visited by 3 ghosts, 3 spirits, and he's already been visited by 2. Maybe just one more spirit will visit him, maybe tonight, and he'll come back a totally different man. He'll be happy. He'll be he'll bring gifts to Gaza himself. He'll stop everything going on over there.
He'll feed the hungry.
He'll open the borders and stop what the Democrats are trying to do by teaming up with the Republicans and give the Republicans everything they want.
It depends on which ghost. If it's Hugo Chavez, I think we're going to get a more positive outcome. But we're probably going to get Henry Kissinger visit him. And then it's not
we get so far we got former president of France, right? Former German chancellor. I mean, I guess if it's European leaders, I guess the most sensible next one is, oh man, things are gonna get really bad. He's about to be visited by Winston Churchill, isn't he?
I mean,
we're about to enter a world war.
For me, this wouldn't be as much of an issue if he wasn't just a bad leader, bad president. Like if he wasn't completely bumbling or fumbling the crisis in the Middle East would be a kind way to put it. If he wasn't completely on the wrong side of this issue, backing a genocidal government in Israel, then this, I could overlook a lot of this stuff because in reality, the president is not the one doing everything. Like he has a staff. He has a party. They do a lot of the work. It's not like he's the one directing everything. So if he had the correct positions and was fighting for the right things, then whatever, he screws some names up. Who cares? But it's this combined with everything else. And combined with the fact that he is losing in polling in every single swing state, every single poll I see come out, ever since really October, he has been losing in every swing state against Donald Trump. And again, polling doesn't mean he's definitely going to lose, but as the way things look right now, it does not look good. So all these things combined, this would have been a good time to announce that he is not going to run, and someone else will be in his place. I know it's kind of late now,
You want like a Dianne Feinstein style president if they're making decisions that aren't supporting genocide, basically. But then
I don't want that. But I'm saying that is preferable.
You accept it. Yeah,
that's acceptable. That's more acceptable. And look, and regardless, you don't want someone who doesn't believe in elections at all to be the next president. I would hope. Like I'm not saying Biden should continue. I'm not saying Biden deserves to be president. But you don't want someone who is completely anti-democracy and just as bad, if not worse, on Israel, as one example, to be president again. So, it would be nice to have someone here as a Democratic leader who has not just lost his mind completely and is on the wrong side of a lot of issues. But, that's not the world we're in.
I'm finding the brewery video.
No one here is Team Trump, by the way. just so we're clear, in case someone is clicking this moment. I'm not.
I think I'm making that clear.
I mean, we're not going for the. We're not rooting for the young stud to take on the old man Joe Biden.
The young stallion Trump. Yeah.
Who has many of his own similar instances just like this. We can't all pretend that Biden's the only one having mental
no,
that isn't the biggest problem with these guys.
The gerontocracy continues. 2 candidates who don't know where they are most of the time. It's really
at this point I actually I do feel it would be the obvious backup for Biden. And I've decided it's fine. I'm accepting of it. Because it's the obvious choice. I'd be fine with Kamala running. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
I also
I
think
mean,
she would. I also think she would be better on a lot of issues, including Israel and Palestine.
I'm also
Yeah.
beginning to think that she would actually have a better chance at winning than I initially would have thought compared to
Yeah.
what Biden is right now.
Yeah. Rebecca, what are your thoughts on this? Because I feel the same way. We're considering if Joe Biden is so bad that Kamala would be better. I personally think that she would. And I think she would. I don't know if she'd have a better time getting elected. It's hard to say. But at least she cares about her legacy. Like, she's young. So she has to, like, think about what voters want at least a little bit more than Joe Biden. I don't know.
Wow, what a question. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Rebecca.
Now,
Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't, not that I don't care for Kamala. I love that she is, vice president, and she broke a lot of barriers. She's the first, woman, woman of color, Black, Asian, all of the above. But historically, I just don't like her history, like her as a person. Now, would she be
she's
better?
terrible.
Women holding down other women. It's how it always works.
I'll be the one to say it, since I am the woman on the show. I don't want y'all to get in trouble. But she, other than that, I don't know if I would have wanted to see more of her, but I understand probably in her position, they have her a bit more secured and things like that. But I would have needed to see more of her to have an opinion on that, because the things that I have seen, I'm like, I've been disappointed. So would she be better than Biden? If that was our only option. I don't know why I asked me this question. If that was our only option and that was it, right?
Which it probably is right now because the primaries already started. So it's that's why
Marianne Williamson dropped out, and she obviously would have been the second choice. So that's gone.
Biden's,
Let me phrase it this way.
Biden's first choice is now out of the race.
Let me phrase it this way, okay? Because it's a
Dean Phillips,
possibility.
baby. President Phillips, we got it.
Let's
we got it in the bag.
He's worse than Biden. I don't know why he's running.
Suck.
He actually is worse than Biden. Yeah.
But let's say that Biden died. It's a possibility, and then Kamala was now at the top of the ticket. Subconsciously, would you think, "Oh, thank God"? Like,
if that
I would feel better about my vote.
I would say, this is something maybe this is fresh, right? It will be fresh start. It will be a first, all those good things, but we've already gone through that. Yeah, I would be like, okay, let's see. It would just be a let's see moment. I would place my vote and possibly in that way for sure. But it would be a let's see moment. It would be listen, is all right, Kamala, we just gonna do this. Please do something different. Like show up. Show us something different, like how you truly feel about things that were going on. Can you say something? Have more, be more vocal. Have, I know it might be against, all of what America stands for, but we need somebody to be able to be unafraid and actually tackle some issues, say some things that might stir up some stuff. We need something fresh, and we don't need somebody to just be an ally and those kind. I need somebody to shake it up a little bit. I want to see some leadership, like some actual leadership that makes sense for the country right now. And maybe we would just give Kamala the benefit of the doubt. That's how I'm gonna end it. Well, give her the benefit of the doubt. And
I wouldn't give her the benefit of the doubt because I already know that she's going to be terrible. But when the standards are so low, it's like, okay, she'd be marginally better than Biden. I'd take her over Biden. That's how bad it is. And the best scenario that America can get is both of these two candidates, Trump and Biden, spontaneously combust. And we have completely new fucking people. That's because the Democratic Party, they say that based on polls that they're dissatisfied with Biden, but they voted for him. They even wrote him in. With Trump, I mean, the party they're loyal to him, but the rest of Americans don't want him. So Americans complain about how, oh my God, these two terrible options. Oh, I'm sick of these. You all keep voting for these dumb motherfuckers. So you get what you vote for. But I guess that based on polls, if they both were to croak, then would everyone be happy? I mean, we wouldn't get better options. I should say we wouldn't get like good options, but we would get better options potentially, because I feel like both Trump and Biden are the worst case scenario in their respective parties. I don't know. It's a really bad situation right now.
It is, but we still gotta vote, man, and that's
I'll
the
be
thing.
voting.
So, yeah. It is a bad situation. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna make it cute. I'm not gonna try to, you know what I mean, like fluff it up. It's a terrible situation, and I know it's a scary time for all of us because we're like, well, what do? We're still gonna vote, guys. We're still gonna vote, because at the end of the day, we know what it was like when our past president, Trump, was in office, and we had to endure that for 2 terms, and it was a scary time. But then we also can acknowledge that our current president has had opportunities where he could have stood up and done what he needed to do, and he chose not to. And we need some actual leadership, and we also don't want division, and that was what we had under Donald Trump, major division. And we don't need that again. Please, y'all, we don't need that again.
Also, I am convinced that, I mean, this time, why would he hold another election? He very clearly tried to steal the last one. Why would he even bother? Or even if he held one, he'll just claim he won again. You know what I mean?
He's a criminal. He's literally
run again
a criminal
for a third term because he's president. He can, and he'll change the laws so that he can. Like, it just, you can't. Yeah, that guy can't be in power again. I think that's very very clear.
I pray not. But when I woke up that one cold day, 2016, I was shocked that he was.